the issues with you and WACK 100, like, how did that come about? Like, is y'all gonna box? Like, is that gonna happen? Like, the people want
It's
to know.
crazy. So I'm in LA right as we speak, man. And I've been online with with some guys that got at me about trying to do the event when they seen it first went down. And that's what I'm trying to keep it on. I'm a real street. So I'm trying to keep this on some respectable. Let's just do it. Let's get down. Let's get down on the streets. We ain't got to do all the other talking and all that. Like that's that other that these kids do right now. And like I say, these kids be losing their lives over they could have punched in the mouth for. You know what I mean? That's where I grew up at. And so I'm trying to keep it on that level, and hopefully WACK respect it on that level. Like we can get down, like me, and I'm with all the bullshit, but I would rather do this like men. So they just got at me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go meet with them. I'm running around LA all week. You know what I mean? Doing my little shit, man, trying to get going. So we trying to put this promo out. This is a challenge. WACK 100, come meet me in the ring, man. Let's do some UFC together. You feel me? Settle it like men. And let that be that. And so I'm hoping he accept the challenge, man, because I want to beat up on this period. He run his mouth a lot. He need another one, putting all type of shit on the internet, man. That ain't cool, bro. You use your platform. Your platform is supposed to be, to put some real shit out, especially if you calling yourself some type of commentator or news reporter, whatever the fuck y'all do over there. Y'all be giving out information to the public. You got to give out real information, man. You can't be out just trying to slander because you got a platform. You using it to slander people's names like that. That ain't cool. So that's why I'm so persistent. Like, I don't really play on the internet. Right now, I'm playing on the internet. I'm childish as fuck. I'm petty. I'm all that shit, my nigga. I'm not going to let a nigga play with my legacy. Never. So, yeah, that's what it is. So I'm on WACK Head. Like, I'm on WACK Head. I'm in a section as we speak, my nigga. Like, I'm really just want to just fight, though. I just want to fight. I just want to fight you, my nigga. You asked for a fight. I just want to fight, my nigga. I want to beat you up and get it over with. We can laugh about it later. You know what I mean?
Like, I am though. Like, what happened? Like, I don't know if you want to say.
So I told the story 100 times, but I'll give you the story real quick, right? So WACK was campaigning for Blue Da Vinci. Blue's my little partner. Blue Da Vinci BMF. It's a whole little story how the rumor started that he got called a rat. So it got started from Big Meech calling my phone. While I'm on the phone with Blue, the day that Blue got his time, Blue called me. Diggs, I got my time. They gave me 5 years. We chopping it up. Click, click. Hold on, Blue. I click over his Meech. Meech tell me, hey, Diggs, Blue went to court today. Blue's a rat bastard. I love him like a brother, but he's a rat bastard. Me and Big Meech going back and forth, clicking over with Blue. I'm going back and forth with them. Telling Blue what Meech said. Meech telling me. The end result at the time was Meech said, I ain't fucking with Blue. Whatever the case may be. I'm not BMF. I fuck with the mob to the fullest. Them both was my bros, so I backed up. I backed up off Blue. He couldn't call my phone. None of that shit. Just I just explained to you how I deal with rap. Even though he was like my brother, when Meech called and said that, I shut it down. So Blue is telling the story now, years later, now that he's home, he's telling his story, his side of the story, on how he got the word got started that he's a rat. So while he's doing these interviews, he was telling the interviewer that, Meech called Diggs and blah, blah, blah. And bitch ass J.diggs made this song, right? So when he telling the story, at the same time, WACK doing the Clubhouse interview saying, man, Blue not no rat. Blue ain't no paperwork on Blue and none of the shit. And then Blue was saying that Meech was just thought that he told about this limo that we knew about. Well, to make a long story short, Meech problem was Blue debriefed. Anybody in the feds know what debriefing is when you go sit down with the government, talk about shit that got to do with y'all situation. So debriefing, when you debrief, you get what's called a safety valve and all the shit, which Blue took, and he admitted that he did all this shit. So that was Meech's biggest thing. It wasn't just about the limo getting towed on.
Yeah.
So I was explaining that WACK, I said somebody had me on a Clubhouse interview, and I was saying since WACK think Blue didn't tell, you should tell WACK to ask Blue to submit his debriefing paperwork. If he give his debriefing paperwork, that'll say what he said in that little room, that little first 48-hour room. The little room they take people in, they ask them questions.
Yeah.
Only Blue can get that. That's not public information.
Yeah.
So tell Blue to go get the shit they was talking about in that little room, and that can clear him.
Yeah.
I said, so I said that on Clubhouse, just like that. Tell WACK to ask Blue to give up the debriefing paperwork, and that could probably clear his name. So somebody said that to WACK. WACK, J.diggs said, J.diggs? Who is J.diggs? I don't know no J.diggs. I don't know this nigga. Nigga running my name, and fuck J.diggs. Fuck J.diggs, mama. Yeah, nigga, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make sure it ain't cool, nigga. Your mama this, and whoop, 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 you suck dick. And, just went all bad.
Yeah.
So, and the day that this happened was actually the day that it was my son's death day. It was the anniversary of his death day. So on this particular day, I don't fuck with nobody. I don't talk to nobody. You can't call my phone. My kids don't even call me. They know.
Yeah.
Dad is doing his thing with Duda. It's my son.
Yeah.
So he do all this shit on that day. So I'm getting everybody hitting my phone. I had to put my phone away. Like, I'm smoking weed with my son. We chopping it up. This is what I do. This is his day.
Yeah.
So the next morning, actually after midnight is when I go focus on this shit and I'm seeing all this shit. I open up his page and say, word on the street, J.diggs married to a man. Everybody will send me this interview where he going off talking about my mama and talking about I'm supposed to be gay, and he got paperwork that I touched a 13-year-old, like all this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, my nigga, what J.diggs and who this nigga got?
Yeah.
So he did all this shit, and then on top of all that, he said he wanted a fade. So I'm like, okay, I oblige all that because I wanted that anyway. Like, my nigga, you didn't ran my name through the mud and all. I ain't said nothing but tell you to ask Blue something.
Yeah.
So that started it. And then now we to the point where, I acknowledged him and I said, I want the fade and let's do it. But now he's not saying that we can meet for this. He made up a fake story about I was texting him and sending him video. I'm like, I ain't never texted this man. I had my homeboy, Zoda Roaster, call the nigga and tell him, line the fade up, man. My nigga Diggs want to see you. This wasn't even no internet shit. This was some straight text to him. I didn't have the nigga phone number. So Zoe called him, text him, say, hey, Diggs want to see you for the fade. Oh, that nigga don't dictate nothing, blah, 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 blah. So from there on, I'm just, okay, since you on Clubhouse and on the internet, this is how I get your attention. So I'm just trying to get his attention for the fade. I'm just like, let's set up a date.
I got you.
I ain't trying to do no weird shit. Let's just set up a date. This nigga done ran my name through the mud. And my thing is, that's how I'm going to stop that shit. Only way people ain't gonna play with me about the shit he put on the internet is they gonna see that I address that shit to the fullest, and I'm not letting off of it until a motherfucker know. I'm not none of the nigga that he tried to make me be. That's not who I am. You can find out who J.diggs is now. Y'all can get an up close and personable and see who I am. I'm not the nigga that he portraying me to be. And he didn't found that out. So that's why I'm on this nigga head the way I am.
I got you.
A 3-finger whack too, streaming on all platforms right now. Y'all go get that, yeah. Yeah, so I had to tap in with his little ex-bitch. She told all the stories about her playing in his cheeks and all type of shit. So I turned it into a song, had fun. I'm just having fun with it.
Yeah. No, I got you. Shit,